Hey guys, this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I have a fun Christmas Dollar Tree DIY. We're going to use two of the little wood slice signs in circle shapes, some of the reindeer antlers, and a burlap bag to make a fun reindeer. I want to do two pieces, one smaller circle I picked up for the snout of the reindeer, and then one for its head. So I wanted them to be two different sizes. You might be able to even use the ornament for the second one. And so I left the hanger on the larger one because I do need a hanger, but I just removed it from this one. And I am going to stain the Dollar Tree wood slice lines with some Antique Wax by Waverly, wiping off the excess there with a baby wipe. Sometimes they stain a little bit differently. This one's stained a little bit darker, but still pretty similar. And once I get those dry, I'm going to put those together, but I also want to add some fun textures to it to make a really cute little reindeer. The first thing I do is I'm using the faux burlap bags from the Dollar Tree. So for some faux burlap, it's just easier to cut and work with. And it's got a plastic back where you can actually even kind of draw on it. So I just kind of draw a shape that would be for the top of the head, but kind of come down in the middle of the face to bring another color in and for a little texture. We're also going to be making some ears for the reindeer. And I love how this turned out. So I just cut another square down. I'm going to cut these the same size. So these are going to be the little ears. And I kind of arc the bottom and then kind of round the top of the ears like that. And I think that's going to work well. The plastic on the back also helps them to stand up a little bit, which I think will work well for ears. The thing is that they are a little too light for brown. So I'm experimenting. I didn't really have the right shade of brown, but I just mixed some browns and oranges together until I got a color that I was happy with. And then I'm also going to be using the antlers from the little headband from the Dollar Tree. They are felt. I'm just going to go ahead and pull those off, leaving them intact. And now we can start putting everything together. First, I glue on the burlap for the face. Then trying to figure out exactly where I need to put the ears and the antlers to make it make sense. And I decided my ears were a little bit too big. I do want them to be on the same place where the burlap is for the head and not into the area that's just the stained wood. And then that leaves me enough room for the antlers. So just using hot glue to attach those and hot glue to attach both of my antlers. And those are a little stiff too, so those should stand up on their own as well. For the snout, I'm going to have it right about there. So I kind of put it on there temporarily so I can figure out where I want my eyes to be. I'm just going to sketch on some eyes, some really simple little eyes with my black paint pen. And then I'm going to go back and add some more details to them as well. You could also do a sleeping eye with just an arch or something like that. I use my brown paint pen to come in to kind of do some eyelids, and I also sketch on the inside of the reindeer ears, and then some whites for the side of the eyes. Kind of brighten that up a little bit. And then some more brown to kind of just even everything out. Nothing fancy. I'm not too great with eyes. They're a little scary to do sometimes when you're just freehanding them. That's why you could definitely do the sleepy eye. I think that would totally work. I also fill in the little reindeer ears with a different color of brown there with using the paint pen. And I love how all the different colors of brown are working together. I do want to make this Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, so I'm using a Dollar Tree little mini red ornament, one of the shiny ones. And then I just use one of my largest drill bits and try to drill the largest hole I can in there with it so that I can screw the little Christmas ornament in there. I just removed the top of it. That made it functional as well because it holds it in there. I decide which way I like this best on here because they're a little, off-centered. And I hot glue that on for the front of the face. Now, I do want some more details because I want this to be a working reindeer, like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. So I take some of the jingle bells there that were on that headband that had the antlers on it. I'm going to use those, and then I'm also going to cut it down to size to make a little bridle for the top of his head. So I just cut a strip down that's going to just kind of mirror the shape of the top of his head. And that's 2 layers. I'm just going to cut it down to 1 layer too to make it a little bit thinner. And then we can add the jingle bells to that. I think that's going to look really festive and fun. Now, Dollar Tree does have like a MDF wood reindeer that you could do something similar with, but I loved the idea of trying to make this from scratch, and I love how he turned out. So I attached that with hot glue, and then I'm attaching the 3 jingle bells here to the top as well. And there he is, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Really fun. I think kids would really enjoy this for Christmas as well. If you'd like more Christmas Dollar Tree DIYs, be sure to check out my YouTube channel at Crafty Beach. And until next time, happy crafting.